What's happening, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Beastie Boys. And again, shout out to the folks who are still here for this deep dive. We're continuing through To the Five Boroughs, 2004, Hello Luca. And the next tune is Rhyme the Rhyme Well. I like it. It uses rhyme as both a noun and a verb. And of course, in that regard, it feels like it's primed to be a bit meta, meaning, referencing exactly what it's doing in the context of the song musically and lyrically, and perhaps, again, speaking to their own stylings even as they express them in the same moment. But of course, there might be some wider meaning here. It could be rhyming in a more conceptual manner, even though, again, it would probably also be in relation to syllables that rhyme in the rhythm and the meter of the song. So let's check it out. This is Beastie Boys. The song is Rhyme the Rhyme Well, and it's from their 2004 album To the Five Boroughs.
Stop procrastinating. Well, I'm Mike G with the story to tell. And when I rock the crowd will all yell. And when I get the feeling, I feel the feel swell. Cause when I start the rhyme, I rhyme the rhyme well. Went to the top end, never went poppin'. Came back down, but still not stopping. I'm not even asking, yo, what's cracking? Serving MCs on the platter like a baked Alaskan. So start backing, calls on backing. The game of hip hop representing Manhattan. Now push a pause button, then stop ducking. You heard me like I'm
trying on the Batgirl costume. What's wrong with that? Now I was a Catwoman.
Hey Adam, it's Felicia. Hey Mike, it's Felicia. Hey Adam, it's Felicia.
Give a fuck, it's a Felicia.
Wow. Yeah, a bit of turntablism. It sounds like they actually sampled Felicia from maybe multiple voicemail messages she left. Either way, there's definitely a bit of a turntablist, taking different elements and combining it into a rhythm at the end of the track. And for the main part of the track, number one, like a wicked sonic atmosphere, like this kind of distorted, murky, dark sonic flavor. And then there was this little, like, piano-ish keyboard riff, which was very faint, but felt like something from a horror movie, something, like from Halloween or something like that. And then vocally, or rather lyrically, it's maybe a bit more straight away than I thought, and very much like a lot of their previous tunes, although, again, the sonic atmosphere makes it stand out as being quite different from earlier tracks where they might have had similar lyrics, meaning, essentially they are very meta here, and they're talking about what they do and how they do it and how they get the crowd into it and how they, create things with what they're doing. There's some cheeky lines in there too about like, food being eaten and, can you pass what was it, the peas or something? Although there is a part where they're talking about like serving up other MCs as if they were, meat to be cut up or, food to be consumed, and thus, they're higher on the food chain. But they're also using not only the title in terms of, rhyme the rhyme well, which we hear multiple times, but they're talking about, rocking, which again, like rock or rocking as a verb. There's like feeling the feel, like using the word feel and the word rock in these like multi-dimensional ways, just like the word rhyme. So yeah, there's definitely some creativity and playfulness with the lyrics, and they are all saying like individually, this is who I am and this is what I do, and they kind of go through the row. And again, MCA's voice, it just something about that wicked scratch. I know I've said it like a half dozen times, but yeah, just every tune where he comes in, it's like, oh god, I love his voice. So yeah, definitely there's like a meta, music and rhyming based meaning to the words. Though again, like I'm on a coach and I got my grandma a brooch. There's some silly or like funny rhymes along the way, which again is very much their bread and butter. So yeah, it feels like a classic Beastie Boys track lyrically. Sonically, maybe not so much. Sonically, it feels a bit different from a lot of what I've heard already, in a very good way. Again, kind of dark and murky and a bit, dangerous or mysterious in the sound, and then again with some turntablism thrown in. So, very cool track. I'm enjoying this album a great deal, and it does feel like, not that their music before didn't have a degree of, maturity or so on, but this feels like a more like an album from later in their career, which I guess literally it is, but it feels like they're a bit grown up. I'm trying to think of how else to describe it. In part because again, the last album or the last track on this album was quite like socially conscious, and then here it's like they're doing what they've done before, but in a way that comes off a little bit different. So yeah, it just feels like a wizened and more nuanced approach to, again, their center lane. So yeah, really cool. I'm enjoying it. I will try to come back for the next one from this album a little bit more quickly than between this one and the previous reaction, so do bear with me. Let me know what you think, and Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.